Greetings, mortals.
It's not just humanity that has its civil wars. Turns out grumpy space skeletons don't want anyone on their lawn, including other space skeletons. You want it, folks. You got it. It's Necrons versus Necrons in this 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings 40K fans, your host JT the Voice here, and we've got a fun one for you today. Friend of the channel Michael faces off against patron and all-around great guy David in what promises to be a wild one, as Necron battles Necron for who gets to kick who off of whose lawn.
I'm back on the channel today for a matchup I've been looking forward to for a long time. I'm bringing my Necrons against Michael's Necrons.
I'm super excited to be playing David, who is driven up to play in the Play On studio. The story is, Imotekh was just minding his business, just wandering around the galaxy, knocking on doors, asking if they wanted to hear the good word of Imotekh. And this absolute terrible guy just slammed the door on Imotech's face and said, "Beat it, kid." Imotekh didn't like that, and so we're burning his house to the ground.
Our mission today is Take and Hold. Player who started this will score 5 victory points for each objective marker they control, up to a maximum of 15 per turn and 50 for the game. Hidden Supplies is our special rule, and that'll see an extra objective marker placed on the table for a total of 6. That should make for some pretty high primary scores. Players have decided that the containers you see will stand as 2-inch high ruins, so they'll provide infinite cover when behind them, but will also allow units to move over and through them freely.
The idea is to move into the middle of the board quickly, establish a foothold, and then bring my big guns to bear from my back lines. That Monolith in particular is really scary and poses a massive threat to pretty much anything in my army. Even the Void Dragon, I think, is going to have to be wary.
I just have to keep equal to David for objectives in the no man's land to keep him out of his power matrix. I don't have to beat him. I just need to keep him off of his objectives so I can burn his house down. Arson. David, welcome to Play On Tabletop Studios. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Michael.
Fantastic, I like the shirt.
Thank you. Today I'm bringing the Necron Canoptek Court detachment, which is focused on Cryptex and Canoptek constructs.
David's Canoptek Court consists of a Chronomancer, a Ctan Shard of the Void Dragon, Illuminor Szeras, a Plasmancer, a Technomancer with the Dimensional Sanctum enhancement, and another Technomancer. He also has 2 squads of Immortals. He's got 2 Canoptek Doomstalkers, a Canoptek Spider, a Canoptek Reanimator, and 2 big squads of Canoptek Wraiths. David will start with nothing in reserve.
I'm very excited to be playing against Michael, but he is a very strong general and knows the Necron probably as well as anyone I'm ever going to face, so I am a little intimidated by that.
Today I'm playing the Obeisance Phalanx, which is a little less common of the detachments for the Necrons.
Michael's Obeisance Phalanx consists of a Chronomancer, Imotekh the Stormlord, an Overlord with the Eternal Conqueror enhancement, an Overlord with the Translocation Shroud, and a Plasmancer. He's got 2 squads of Immortals, some Deathmarks, a Doomsday Ark, Watson is always in play, some Lokhust heavy destroyers, 2 squads of Lychguard, a Monolith, and a Triarch Stalker.
David has brought a Ctan shard today. I'm very nervous about that as I did not have very much to deal with it, and the stuff that I did bring, that's my big scary Monolith, my Doomsday Ark Watson. Void Dragon tends to like to eat some vehicles. It's gonna be a game of keep away, and I think we can start off with deployment. I got a 6.
I got a 4.
I think you are gonna deploy first, sir.
Our Reanimator right on our home objective.
I have a Triarch Stalker, which is a scout move. I'm curious as to why you put your Reanimator so far back.
This is my pretty standard move with this list, is to put my Gauss Immortals and my Reanimator back on my home objective. The Reanimator keeps, for the first round or 2, keeps them in his aura, but unless something comes to threaten them, then a lot of times I'll move the Immortals off and I'll leave the Reanimator there to hold a home objective.
I have a unit of Gauss Immortals with a Plasmancer attached, similar to yours.
So we're gonna put my infiltrating unit of Wraiths.
I have my Doomsday Ark Watson hanging out on my home objective, hiding behind the ruin.
We're gonna put our Canoptek Doomstalker tucked behind these ruins here.
And a unit of 3 heavy destroyers hiding behind the ruin as well. They'll pop out and try and take pot shots whenever you stick your neck out. So it would be like a little Cold War going on. Who wants to stick their head out for, hey, how's it going?
We got our Tesla Immortals here with the Chronomancer, so as you know, they get the move, shoot, move.
Chronomancer and an Overlord with Translocation Shroud. And he's got a unit of Immortals.
The Canoptek Spider is just here to add a little extra tankiness right now.
Lychguard, Sword and Board with Imotekh. They're going right in the center.
And we're gonna stick our Void Dragon down behind these ruins here.
Gross. I have a unit of Lychguard with sword and board that Imotekh is part of. I have another unit of Lychguard with the War Size, and that has got an Overlord with a Doom Scythe and a Resorb.
My big anti-tank guns, my Canoptek Doomstalkers, and my Void Dragon are kept a little hidden just in case I don't go first. The idea is to extend my power matrix and then pop them out. The Wraiths are set to take 2 objectives in No Man's Land so that I can extend my power matrix into a No Man's Land as quickly as possible.
I have in Deep Strike a Monolith, and I have a unit of Deathmarks. I'm wondering what I'm gonna have to do to take that Void Dragon out. He's a terrible. Without further ado, it is time for the roll off. Would you like to go first?
I think I do want to go first.
You want to go first? All right, well, I'll fight you for it. Here we go. Ultimate roll of destiny. Good luck. I got a 1. You got a 2. By the bare minimum. Good luck.
This episode is brought to you by Frontline Gaming. If you're in North America, Frontline Gaming is your one-stop shop for all your tabletop gaming needs. Whether it's neoprene battle mats, pre-painted MDF terrain, tabletop gaming products, or even events like the world-famous Las Vegas Open, Frontline Gaming is definitely your go-to source. Make sure to check out our affiliate link below, as not only does it support them, but it supports us. Remember, Frontline Gaming has got your gaming needs covered no matter what you might need. Go to frontlinegaming.org and check out their upcoming event schedule. Who knows? You might see one of us there.
I'm going to start the game off by doing a scout movement. My Triarch Stalker is just going to move forward and hug the terrain even more than he was before.
David's first turn here, and he's pulled Overwhelming Force and Area Denial.
I need to secure 2 of the No Man's Land objectives so I can get my power matrix onto the move-in phase. I like to move in.
Wraiths moving up on the right side to grab an objective. Immortals hop over the container. Illuminor Szeras backing up the Immortals.
Waddle.
Void Dragon moves to the midboard, backing up the Wraiths.
Power matrix is secured. Now just to take some shots, my main focus right now is just thinning out that sword and board Lychguard squad onto the shooting phase.
Whee!
Immortals with full rerolls to hit. And only 3.5 Lychguard go down. Chronomancer gives them a move after shooting, and they jump back to their starting position. That's going to be a frustrating unit to deal with for Michael. Canoptek Doomstalker into Michael's Immortals.
D6 plus 3.
Only 1.
Womp, womp, womp.
What else you got?
Second Doomstalker into the same Lychguard the Immortals targeted.
Oh, David.
4 more go down. That's only 3 remaining, but 3 is enough to get them back to full eventually. David does score Area Denial, keeps Overwhelming Force. It's 5-0 as we head to Michael's turn 1.
David had a great shooting phase. I think I managed to weather it okay. I'm gonna tuck Imotekh away so that he can spend some time to recuperate from those devastating barrage.
Michael's pulled Bring It Down and Assassination.
Assassination is imminently doable.
Lychguard pass Battle Shock.
Just gonna do some reanimation.
An Immortal comes back to the squad. 2 Lychguard return. Wraiths in the midboard have been deemed Michael's worthy foes for any Noble, Lychguard, or Triarch unit. They're gonna get +1 to be wounded.
In the movement phase, I'm going to move directly forward with Watson just a couple of inches.
Immortals moving to the right side objective.
Imotekh is gonna move over into the corner here.
You came knocking on my door and now you're running away. What is this, doorbell ditch?
Michael auto-advances the Immortals, moving to shoot Wraiths, I think. Triarch Stalkers in behind the Immortals. Lokhust Heavy Destroyers do a little bit of a shuffle, get some shots.
We are good to go to shooting phase.
Doomsday Ark is targeting the Wraiths.
I definitely don't want my Wraiths to get shot by Watson. Fortunately, I have an answer for that.
Counter-temporal shift from David for a command point.
That's a very good play by David, making those guys immune to shooting. I completely blanked on that. Good play.
Immortals firing into that same unit.
On force.
And only 1 goes down.
Plasmancer in the same unit, firing his Tesla Weave.
Take 2.
Lokhust Heavy Destroyers wound the Canoptek Doomstalker on the left flank. Immortals using Enslaved Artifice for 0 command points here, thanks to my Will Be Done. Getting crits on 5s. 20 shots is 27 hits. Good grief. But only 1 dead Wraith and a wounded 1. Now those Immortals get to move as well, and they do so onto the objective. Triarch firing into the Wraith.
Oh no. 5-up, feel no pain.
Go into the charge phase.
Lychguard declaring a charge into the Wraiths. David uses suboptimal facade for a command point. He's going to get reanimation here, brings one of his Wraiths back, but Michael fails. Command reroll for Michael. He gets an 11.
Cool.
Fight phase now. Michael using suffer no rival here. His entire unit will have precision.
And we are going to slice and dice. This is the unit first.
Wow. Oh, so wounding on 2s. Come on, 5-up, feel no pains.
Ooh. 3 Wraiths are down.
That was brutal.
Overlord hitting on 2s. He's alive with 1 wound.
I get to fight back.
Wraiths clap back, and 4 of the Warscythe Lychguard die. Michael keeps bringing down, scores assassination. It's a 5-all draw as we head to David's turn 2.
Command phase, and we're gonna start with drawing a secondary.
David still has overwhelming force. He's pulled no prisoners.
That's a pretty good combination.
There happens to be some things on objectives.
I got a lot of targets with the rest of the Lychguard and the Immortals squads both sitting on objectives. That's going to be my primary focus.
Spending insane bravery on his Wraiths midboard. That leadership 8 is tough.
You're going to start your reanimation now.
Right side Wraiths back up, just down a model. Midboard Wraiths heal back up. Canoptek Doomstalker is back up, 3 wounds.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Primary points 10 as he holds 2, 15 for David.
On to the move-in phase.
I hate that phase.
Wraiths fall back for the midboard, leaving 2 on the objective. Here comes the Void Dragon. That's going to put the No Man's Land back in his power matrix. Doomstalker moving towards the midboard.
Still have to worry about that Monolith.
C.
Immortals hop the wall again. Illuminor Szeras following the Mortals up. Right side Wraiths shuffle about a bit.
It's probably time to move these guys.
Move.
Oh man, it's so hard to get them out of the ruins.
Rapid ingress for Michael. Monolith incoming. 1 command point left, and he's parked it on that objective.
Okay, that Monolith coming in was a little bit of a surprise. I certainly didn't expect him to put it there. I'm pretty weak on that flank, so that's kind of scary. I'm gonna have to rethink some of my plans a little bit. On to the shooting phase.
Canoptek Spider now shooting the Lychguard midboard. 2 wounds and a devastating wound. Right side Wraiths into the same Lychguard.
Space Marine.
3 more down. Just 2 in the character left. First Canoptek Doomstalker now. Ghost into the remaining Lychguard and Doomsday Blaster into the Triarch.
5s to wound though. Twin linked.
I still managed to take it on the dome.
Pew! Looking for 3s.
4-up invuln save. Take it.
Most unfortunate.
For you.
Void Dragon Spear and Voltaic Storm into the big Immortal squad.
Big numbers.
Can you stop with that? I regret asking for this game.
This is hitting on 3s, no rerolls, but 6s are sustained hits too.
4-ups. Huh. Make 1 fail 1. Another one bites the dust.
Wow.
It's immortal on immortal action.
There's 20 shots, hitting on 4s, full rerolls, 6s are sustained.
All right already. Get to the rolling. I'm gonna die of boredom over here.
23 wounds. Immortals are gone. Into the Overlord now. He's okay.
David killing those Immortals has left 2 characters kind of sitting on their own, which truthfully, they're just going to be objective and action monkeys for probably the rest of the game.
Immortals get to move again thanks to the Chronomancer. Monolith getting shot up now. It actually takes 7 wounds. Wow. It's on 15 wounds left.
That sucks. I can't believe that.
Szeras into the Monolith now. Takes another 6. It's on 9 wounds left.
The Doomstalker is gonna go.
Gonna try over there.
Michael spending his command point on nano assembly protocols. He has to. -1 incoming damage. It's a bit late, but it might save him.
6.
Stab it!
It does help. He's on 5 wounds left.
We're going to move on to the charge phase.
Void Dragon reaches the last Lychguard and the character here.
We're gonna try charging Szeras.
Illuminor Szeras and a Monolith.
He's in with an 11 to the Monolith. Can Szeras take it out? Szeras acting first. If 2 of these get through, he kills the Monolith.
6s. 3s. Reroll. Ah, nothing.
Yeah, you can't.
Void Dragon takes out the Lychguard, but the Overlord lives.
Would you like to pile in or no?
Yeah, I'll consolidate into you.
He swings back, and the Void Dragon shrugs it. Szeras fails to save for the Monolith. He cannot shrug that damage, though, and takes 3 wounds. 5 points on overwhelming force, 4 points on no prisoners. Sees 14 secondary, 10 primary, 24 for David to Michael's 5.
I hung on to bring it down in the hopes that I will force David to reveal some of his pieces. I just don't think I'm going to be able to kill the Ctan and the Doomstalkers. It's got to be one or the other.
Bring it down gets area denial added to it.
Area denial is actually very doable. I just have to kind of weather it for a little bit longer and see if I'm able to hold on.
Gotta spend Insane Bravery on the Monolith, guaranteeing 10 points on primary. Worthy foe given to the Canoptek Doomstalker.
We're going to do some reanimates. The Lychguard, how many come back?
Only one Lychguard returns. Monolith heals back to 6 wounds.
Then we're going to go to the movement phase.
Chronomancer advancing backwards, trying to take some cover and hide. Michael really keen here on holding up his backline.
This unit is going to move 8 inches forward.
Super don't like it.
The Lychguard with Imotekh are going to advance, going 8 inches, and they're going to go backwards onto my home objective. My Doomsday Ark moves 10 inches. Like that, does that sound right?
Yeah.
And now we're in the reinforcement step.
Eternity Gate from the Monolith picks up the Immortals and redeploys them. Canoptek Doomstalker overwatches. Kills half the unit.
Stop it! Let's do the shooting phase next.
Heavy Destroyers, 1 to the Spider, 2 to the Doomstalker in the midboard. Misses the Spider. Doomstalker saves. Monolith now Particle Whip into the Doomstalker. Death Rays into Illuminor Szeras. Wounds him twice. He takes 9 total damage. Can he feel no pain it away? 2 wounds left. Plasmancer Living Lightning takes the Doomstalker to 3 wounds remaining. Can the Immortals down it? Oh, they can. That's bring it down. Triarch now into the Wraiths. Oh, nothing in it. Watson now 7 shots. Command reroll for damage. Oh, he's just killed them. Wow, that was risky as heck. But that is a big tech piece dead.
It is Combato Turno.
Szeras fighting the Monolith first, gets 1 wound through, but Michael saves it. Overlord using My Will Be Done for a free command reroll here.
Okay.
Void Dragon takes 2 damage.
Time for you to try to kill my Overlord. Good luck.
Void Dragon now tail wounds the Overlord twice. Spear does 4, and he fails them all. The Overlord is super pasted. Can the Monolith kill the Illuminor Szeras?
I have 6 shocks. I'm hitting on 2s, goes to 3s because I am bracketed. 1. Winning on 4s. Have a single wound, sir, and do me a solid. Veil it so you get sucked into my portal.
He's fine.
I hate you.
2 points, bring it down. 5 points, area denial for Michael. 12 points secondary on 10 primary is 22 to 24 for David. Has a 2-point lead as we head to turn 3.
Round 3.
Fight!
I'm doing pretty well in terms of grinding his army down.
Behind enemy lines and engage at all fronts.
Ooh, I don't really like that draw at all.
Illuminor Szeras passes his battle shock.
Reanimation protocols next. Start here. Come on, 3.
Reanimates a wound back. Void Dragon back to full. Wraith reanimates, that squad is back to full.
15 points on primary. Now it's time for the move-in phase. I need to be able to move some things around so that I can keep scoring primary through the rest of the game. And there are a couple big threats that I need to eliminate, especially the Triarch Stalker and the Lokhust Heavy Destroyers. They present a serious threat to my big pieces that I have left.
Wraiths are stringing out a bit. Illuminor Szeras falls back from the Monolith. Immortals step forward off his home objective. Canoptek Reanimator staying put. Immortals again hop the container midboard to shoot. Void Dragon eyeing up that Triarch Stalker.
At the end of the movement, the Technomancer heals his unit for a single extra wound.
1 mortal wound to the Triarch Stalker.
Go down to 11 wounds remaining.
Fear of the Void Dragon, 1 shot, 2s.
Fear of the Void Dragon is saved.
Voltaic Storm.
Voltaic.
Voltaic Storm takes the Triarch down to 7 wounds left. Spider into the Overlord, 2 wounds. Both saved.
Is this all you can conjure?
Tesla Immortals now into the Lokhust Heavy Destroyers, and the Chronomancer into the Triarch. Triarch Stalker takes no damage. Immortals have killed 1 destroyer and put 2 wounds onto another.
This time, they're gonna actually scoot forward.
Scooty scooty.
Living Lightning into the Monolith from the Plasmancer. There's 2 mortal wounds.
4 wounds remaining.
4 wounds remaining.
All of the Immortals now into the Monolith. 16 lethal hits. Down goes the Monolith.
I don't want to blame the dice. I'm going to blame David instead. Are you happy with yourself?
Very.
Canoptek Doomstalker now into the remaining Heavy Destroyers. Ho ho ho! 1 model with a single wound left.
Charge the clock time.
Void Dragon charges, fails. Command reroll to get the 8 to reach the Triarch Stalker.
4. I'm going to heroically intervene for free with my Overlord. Okay, we're right there. I'm outside 1 inch.
Void Dragon splitting its axe, tails of the Overlord, strikes into the Triarch. Overlord down to 3 wounds left.
Spear of the Void Dragon, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Whee! Command point reroll to reroll a failed save. 4 up.
No joy, down it goes.
Another big threat off the board. I'm still struggling to maintain a good board position though. I'm a little worried that I could end up in a bad place for primary points and still potentially lose this game.
Overlord with the Translocation Shroud fails to hurt the Void Dragon. Discarding behind enemy lines to give him a command point. Sees David at 1 to Michael's 0 command points. However, no secondary scored. He's still at 39. He's kept engaged on all fronts. This one is close, folks. Michael's pulled Overwhelming Force and Cleanse.
Sucks.
It's not great.
Lokhust passes Battle Shock.
Reanimate.
Lychguard get a couple back. Lokhust heals a wound. Overlord gets a wound. Immortals get 1 back. And the worthy foe is going to be David's Tesla Immortals. 10 points primary takes Michael to 32.
Movement phase.
Immortals move up. Tesla Immortals Overwatch sustained and full re-rolls to hit. Michael's Immortals could be in trouble. Only 2 go down.
I don't know if that was worth it or not.
So Tokyo drift directly towards you.
Imotekh and friends advance and go a whopping 10 inches. Heavy Destroyer falling back to his home objective. Chronomancer stealing the left side objective. Overlord falls back. Deathmarks are now on the board. That's the last of Michael's reserve units.
We're going to shoot with Doomsday Cannon going into the race, the Flare Array into the Immortals on the objective. How many shots? Doomsday Cannons hitting on 3s. 2s.
Oh.
Hitting on 4s.
Watson has killed a Wraith and an Immortal. Plasmancer into Illuminor Szeras, 2 mortal wounds, takes him down to 1.
Deathmarks have come in, and they've come in with a mission. Let's take out that Plasmancer. There is no Canoptek unit leading it. He doesn't get the rerolls.
All of the Immortals into Szeras.
Boom! Yeah, awesome. 3 hits, 3 wounds. David just has to make no 6s.
We might just survive. He didn't survive. Warlord down!
I have a cool stratagem, and I'm gonna spend it.
Michael, with your time is nigh here, every unit in David's army will now, when taking a leadership test or battle shock test, do so at -1 as he killed David's Warlord.
Last but not least, Deathmarks into your Immortals with the Plasmancer. Yay! And all is right in the world. Now we're gonna go to the charge phase. The Doomsday Ark is gonna charge your Wraiths.
I don't want to get tank shocked.
I was not going to tank shock you. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pivot 2 inches and slam into base contact with those 2 Wraiths, pinning them in place. Watson charging into those Wraiths may seem like a bad idea, but the way David placed his wounded model on the center objective means that I can fall my Overlord back, and then when Watson inevitably, hopefully, kills one of those Wraiths, I can take that center objective away from David, and I think I might be able to out-OC him on the far one.
I'm gonna need to get control of another objective or take back control of this one quickly so that I can get my rerolls back online.
David again using suboptimal facade for a command point. Immortals charging the worthy foe Immortals. They're in.
We will do some combat. I am going to pick the Immortals, and I'm going to consolidate, piling in. Beep, beep.
Bad touch.
Hitting on 3s.
Only 1 wound, but it kills an Immortal. Plasmancer kills another. Watson the Doomsday Ark, nothing in it.
Fight back. We'll start here.
Immortals and Chronomancer into Immortals and Plasmancer. 2 dead Immortals on the clapback. Wraiths go into the Doomsday Ark, 8 wounds left on him. Michael discards Cleanse, keeps Overwhelming Force. It's still a 7-point game.
I've got a couple things to clean up, and really it's just about solidifying my control over some no man's land objectives to max out my primary, and hopefully I can just hold the lead open on points and take this on home.
Engaged at all fronts, he's added Storm Hostile Objective.
Ah, that's perfect.
Ain't that ducky?
I do not owe you any battle shocks.
No.
Reanimation protocols.
Yes.
The Wraiths are effectively back to full. Immortals get 2 back in the midboard. David holds 2 primary, gives him 10 more points. He's at 49.
Now, on to the movement phase. I prefer not to move these things as much as possible, but
Canoptek Doomstalker takes an objective. Void Dragon sliding back towards the center of the map. Immortals to the left side objective. Those Deathmarks might be in trouble. Mid-board Immortals fall back.
and we're on to the shooting phase.
Shooting. Where are we starting?
Let's start with the pistols on the Wraiths. 18 shots hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Pow, pow, power wheels.
Watson the Doomsday Ark's on 6 wounds remaining. Canoptek Doomstalker now splitting fire. Little guns into the Overlord, big guns the Immortals. One Immortal and the character left, that's it.
That Overlord's finally down. That leaves me free to clear off those Deathmarks and hopefully just consolidate in the next turn. The Spider will pump both his shots into the Overlord. 2d6 shots.
Okay. We got 1 wound remaining.
Serious efficiency problems.
Spear into the Overlord from the Void Dragon. Voltaic Storm into the remaining Immortals. Plasmancer and Immortals are down.
Quit it!
No.
I'm gonna beat you with this very handy and convenient 9-inch widget set.
20 shots with God's Immortals into the Deathmark.
I don't even believe in math.
Oh, they're gone.
Man, am I missing the Monolith right now. The Deathmarks have served their purpose, and now I consign them to whatever their afterlife is. Or maybe not, I don't know.
Charge phase.
Let's do it.
The Void Dragon is going to charge your Overlord.
You think he might make it?
Yes, but I want to get to the other side of him.
You got it.
I will also charge the Spider. He doesn't make it. Start with the Canoptek Tailblades, hitting on 2s.
3-ups.
The Void Dragon picks up the Overlord.
Watson gets to go first, doesn't he? 3 attacks. Winning on 4s.
3-up. 5-up, feel no pain.
Take that, Watson says.
I will then pile in.
And reclaim the objective.
Yep.
Enslaved Artifice from Michael to reduce incoming damage by 1 on the Doomsday Ark saves him. Oh my. 3 wounds remaining. David's going to discard, engage at all fronts. He does storm hostile for 4, give him 18 secondary, 35 primary, takes him to 53 to Michael's 32.
I have to focus on trying to get on objectives, kick David off of objectives. Realistically, with as few options and units I have in the game, it really comes down to squeezing as much as I can out of the score. I'm going to draw a second card.
Michael still has overwhelming force. New orders on behind enemy lines here. Battle shocks are all passed. Destroyer reanimates onto his home objective. Watson is back to 4 wounds.
Gonna reanimate with my Lychguard. 2 Lychguard rejoin the fray.
2 objectives held for 10 primary points.
Done command phase stuff, so I am about to draw my renewed secondary. No prisoners and overwhelming force. I have right now an extremely kill aggressive face smash secondary draw right now. I think that means that I need to charge my Lychguard forward into those Immortals that are hanging out on that center objective and cleanse them from it.
Worthy foe on the Immortals of the midboard still. It's 53 to 42.
In the movement phase,
Chronomancer hiding. Good idea.
the Doomsday Ark is going to hang out where he is. The Lychguard going to move directly towards you.
And the Tesla Immortals overwatch.
0. Okay, that was not a good Overwatch.
Not particularly. Shooting phase, Imotekh the Stormlord is going to fire his Gauntlet of Flames into your Immortals. How many shots? Big 6.
5 4-ups. I save all but 1 of them.
Staff of the Destroyer, 2 shots. 3s goes to 2s, 1 wound, -2.
5-up. No.
Watson fires to the Canoptek Spider. He's got him. That is an overwhelming force and no prisoners.
Let's do charge. It was a 7-inch charge. I think I need a 6 on the dice.
Looks right.
David, I got 11.
Looking at those Lychguard coming my way, I don't think those Immortals are gonna last very long.
Let's go to the chop you up phase. Guess what I'm doing?
Chopping me up?
I'm gonna chop you up. I'm gonna spend that command point.
Michael with suffer no rival for the Lychguard again. Precision on all of their attacks.
I'm gonna start with Imotekh this time because he has devs and I learned my lesson from last time because JT got mad at me. 3s.
4-up invol.
No, take 2 damage. Got 2 left.
That's a dead Chronomancer. More no prisoners and another overwhelming force.
10 5-ups.
And there goes the squad. Well done.
And yeah, they're dead.
Command point here on Nano Assembly Protocols, trying desperately to keep Watson alive.
See if I can save him. Probably not, but we'll see.
Looking for 4s, re-rolling everything.
4 ups. Come on, Watson. I'm alive with a single wound.
Re-roll!
Command reroll from the Chronomancer.
This is prime value.
Oh, no joy in the clapback. David is on 1 command point with 53 points. Michael has 5 for overwhelming, 5 for no prisoners, 22 secondary, 30 primary. It's 53 to 52 as we head to the final turn.
Now it is time to see if I can weather whatever you have left.
All right, I'll be drawing my last 2 secondaries.
David's pulled Secure No Man's Land and Defend Stronghold. Solid secondaries. No battle shocks to take. Everything reanimates back to full. And he holds 3 for 15 big primary points. Immortals moving up to shoot the Lychguard. Void Dragon repositions but remains in matter absorption range.
We will start with the Suckening.
3 mortals kill the Doomsday Ark. Oh no! Shitty face now. Can David kick Michael off of his lawn?
D6 plus 5 shots from the Voltaic Storm. First 2s.
Here we go. 4 ups. Take another one away.
Canoptek Doomstalker. Looking for 3s, re-rolling.
4 Lychguard remain.
Last for shooting, the Immortals.
He's down to 2 Lychguard and Imotekh.
Charge a clock.
Void Dragon is in. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. If the Void Dragon can wipe the Lychguard, that'll do it.
Start with the Tail Blades.
Okay. Kill another guy. Who? Gonna tank this. 4 up. Okay, Lychguard's gone. Let's see if Imotekh is up to the challenge. Imotekh. Whoa, command point reroll that. And the other one, 1 gets through.
3 damage.
1 wound through to Imotekh. He's alive on a single wound, and a command reroll ends it.
Imotekh is not up to the challenge. He has had a spear thrust through his cold metallic body. He shall reanimate aboard his ship, and he shall set sail and return another day.
5 on Secure No Man's Land with Defense Stronghold ongoing and 50 big primary points. He's on 73, and I don't think Michael can stop the Defense Stronghold. There it is. Michael's pulled Mark for Death and Recover Assets. Both of them are no help.
That's game. Good game,
Good
David.
game.
That is mathematically your game, and it was a good one.
He will score 10 points primary to take him to 62. But David will score 3 on Defense Stronghold to take him to 76 with Paint. That's 86-72 for your winner and the grumpier Space Skeleton, David and his Canoptek Court.
What a great game. I really want to thank the Play On team for having me down to play this game, and especially want to thank Michael for agreeing to do this mirror match. It was a lot of fun, something I've been wanting to do for a little while.
You can enjoy your victory today, David, but never rest on those laurels, for I will always be back. Until next time, flesh bags.
Well played, gentlemen. That was a ton of fun, even if there were more of the same name units than my brain could possibly process half of the time. 14 points in it is one heck of a game. That was a ton of fun to watch. Congrats on your victory, David, and tough going, Michael. I gotta feel that Monolith really underperformed for you, and that was a great big turning point in the game. Thanks to this episode's sponsor, Frontline Gaming. Make sure to check out the link in the description below, or go to frontlinegaming.org. They're your go-to source for anything you could need gaming related, including events like the Las Vegas Open. And of course, as always, a great big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases, as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, till the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on.